seek help immediately.
What is up, YouTube? Today we are back with another banger video, and today we are going to be learning a crazy paper effect transition type thing, as you saw in the beginning of the video. And today actually is a little different. You know, usually I do client videos, etc., whatever, but today is usually an effect for music videos, you know, vlogs, whatever you want to do. This is what we're working with here. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get straight into this video, but before we go, I'm gonna show you my setup.
I don't hold grudges, I go hard and then I shit on them.
My setup is actually nothing, you know, crazy. I personally love it. You know, I have my sticky notes right here, and it allows me to see what work I need to get done. And I like having this monitor if I need to be, have something on the left side and then have something right here in front of my face. Now that you guys seen that, we're gonna get straight into this paper tutorial, and we're gonna hop into DaVinci Resolve right now. Okay, so in here I have some Lil Yachty music. I actually got this from his new music video that Cole Bennett directed. So we just took these two clips right here, these two clips, him doing this, and then transition him into at this ladder shot. Super simple. So what we're gonna do is we went throughout the footage and we actually took a couple of screenshots. So to be clear, I took one screenshot, two screenshot, and then three screenshot. And then this one, the screenshot you'll take for the last one, will be the first frame of this clip. So to do that, you're gonna hit Option, scroll up, you're gonna double click, you're gonna come to change clip speed and just add a freeze frame. So then once you have that freeze frame, it should just be a frozen frame throughout the whole plate. So that, you know, super simple and easy. All right, so that's how I got this. Now how did I get this paper effect? Super, super easy. I'm gonna show you guys right now. All right, guys, and before we get started into this video, where you can get these paper texture packs is the link down below. It is the best paper texture pack out in the game right now currently, and if you use code HERRICK with an extra K at the end, so HERRICKK, you'll be able to get $5 off at checkout. So go ahead and click the link down below and get $5 off your purchase. It's only available for a certain amount of time, so get it while you can get that deal. But anyways, let's get straight back to this tutorial. So if we go into my timeline here, all I did was add a paper texture. So if you see this here, it's literally just a paper texture. If I turn it back to normal, this is what the paper texture looks like. So to get to this point where you just have to come down here and hit screen to where it's in the screen, you know, obviously, and then you zoom it to fit into the whole frame. And then to make it pop, what I do is, this is what it looked like before, like this, and then I just took it down a little bit to really bring those paper edges in. So then with those two selected, you can leave it however long you want. I would suggest leaving it a few seconds long because we're gonna trim it up anyways. You select them both and then you hit double click and you create a compound clip. After you've done that with all the photos that you want to edit, what you're gonna do now is now you gotta map out how you're gonna animate this. Okay, so for here, this instance, I'm gonna do 1, 2, and then 3 separate effects on these edges right here. So what I was mapping out is, for this one I'm going to do 4 frames per paper piece that will come in, and then there's only 3, so 4 frames and 3 effects. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1 effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2 effects. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 3. Okay. Then with the larger ones, we'll do 3 frames. So this would be 16 frames total. 4 times 4 is 16. And then this one, since it's 6 different pieces, we made the frame 3. So for this one, we did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So it's really just depending on how you want to do it. This is just how I did it. You know, for this one, I did 3 frames because it was gonna take a while. And then for this one, I did 4 frames, right? So really, this is just for you to see. This isn't really gonna matter. I did all these markers just for my visual preference. I like to see that. Now, how to do the markers is you just start on the beginning of the clip, you do, you know, your 4, and then you hit M on the keyboard. Make sure you're not selecting anything or it'll actually mark it inside this. I like to just see it on the timeline so that I know when I'm not messing up. So before heading into this clip, now that I know that it's 4 frames and 3 different sections of the paper piece, now we know that, we're gonna go into the Fusion page. So in here, I actually already got started on the first one, but don't worry, because I'm gonna teach you how to do it, okay? Okay, so with the media one selected, we're actually just gonna grab a map control node. I'm personally gonna select this polygon tool because you can choose wherever you want to. We're gonna hit 200 on zoom. We're gonna come here and just gonna simply mask out on these edges. This is the first one I actually want to do. So super simple, just coming over here, make sure I'm in the middle too, and then making sure I'm on that white paper crease. And then now that you're at the end, you just kind of can zoom out, zoom to fit, and then you can come out here and then make sure you complete it. If you don't complete it, then this process won't work. So now that we have this one cut out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this to the green output, okay? Now that that's like that, we're gonna come to the Mac control node, combine, you're gonna turn it to combine alpha. Notice how it's bright, you just hit post multiply image, okay? Simple. I'm gonna cut out the next two sections. Now for the second one, it is a bit different. You're gonna bring the Mac control node, you're gonna bring the output of the media one, turn it to this yellow, I believe. Then you're gonna take the output of the Mac control 2 and turn it to the output Mac control 1. Now this is going to create a merge node. Boom, merge node. Now that everything's back to normal, you're gonna hit the Mac control node, add this polygon tool, add it to the green, and then now we are going to mask out my next part, which would be this big part right here. Okay, so I have my second one done now. So I went with this corner right here. I basically just creased it on this, or I masked this part out, and I did the same exact thing, except this time under the Mac control node, we're actually just gonna add a simple transform node, so that if you see now, we're able to move this section of the piece if we want to in the future. Oh, and another thing, guys, on the polygon tool, you're gonna come to this soft edge and type 0.002. It's just gonna make it look way cleaner in the end and not look so sharp and raggedy. So now we're gonna complete this process for the last and final one. So I'm gonna grab this, remember, take it to the yellow, take this output, take it to the merge output, and then now we're back to normal. We're gonna take this polygon tool, connect it to the green, and we're gonna mask out this last part. Now you see we have like these black edges. To fix that, we're going to come to this number 1, and we're just simply going to make sure that it's all good. So as you can see, there's still a small black line right there. So we're going to zoom in so we can actually see this better. Basically just make sure that it's in the middle. So as you can see, it just looks like that. You just make sure it's in the middle. So now we're going to come under all the merges and turn the blend completely down. And then for the first image, since there's no merge node, we're actually going to come under the polygon 1, and we're going to turn the level under polygon 1 completely down. It's basically the same thing, but for the first image, that's what we have to do. So now, as you remember, we set those keyframes that we want. In case if you forgot, then that's why I left this out here so that I know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So since we're doing 4 frames, I'm going to come back in here, and I know that I'll start at 0 for the first one. We're going to hit this and go up 4 frames. Turn it back up. So then for the next one, we'll hit the merge node, and we're going to do the exact same thing, but under blend. Then we'll go over 4 frames. And then if you have a hard time telling, just remember 4, 8, 12, simple. So then we'll turn the blend back up. Then the same exact thing for this till the end of the video. Boom. So now if you look at our effect, it's like coming in like that. So it's a paper effect. But if you don't like the way that looks, which personally I don't, this is what we're gonna do for this one now. We're gonna come up to the spline. We're actually just gonna check mark all of these. And then we're gonna hit zoom to fit. We're gonna hit highlight all, and then we're gonna hit step in. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come under the merge 2. We're gonna hit shift space and just add a camera shake. Now you can mess with this. This is like way too much for me. Like that's way too much. Turn that speed way down. I'm kind of messing with that. So then for the last thing, we'll come under the camera shake and just add some motion blur. So now you have this cool paper effect. So now, since we're done with that one, we're gonna do this one. But this one will be easier, and I'm gonna explain why. So we're gonna kick this one into the tab, and with the media one selected, we're gonna grab a Mac control node. And this time, I'm gonna grab a rectangle node. So you can use the in control spectre tabs, kind of just line this up like so. So now that I have that node complete and I have it tracked out, obviously, you're going to take the output of this and change it to the green. Under the Mac control, we're going to do the same stuff, post multiply. So as you can see here, there's like no like white spaces on this one. So I kind of want the white spaces to show, so we're just gonna move that around till we like it. And then we're gonna repeat this process for this one, and then I'm gonna speed this up so you guys don't have to continue watching me do this. So now that we have this done, as you can see, I added a transform node on all of the ends of these, and I basically took all of them away from each other-ish, kind of. So I have these tapes right here. As you can see, I have 4 of them. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach this to my merge output 3. Now that you can see we have this in our compound, I'm basically just gonna size this completely down. I'm also going to rotate it. We're basically just going to create this tape effect on the video. So I'm going to bring in this one, and then I'll just do one more for this video's sake. Add it to merge 4, size it down under the merge 3, and then we'll bring this one over about here. Just size it up basically. Okay, perfect. So, I mean, it's kind of random, but then what we're going to do under the merge, and we're going to turn the blend down on both of them. And then actually, while you're at it, you can turn all the merge blends down. And remember, with this next clip, the one that we started off with, you have to go to the rectangle and turn the level down. Okay, so now this is why I like to keep markers. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 frames. So what we're going to do for the rectangle 1, we're going to apply the level, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, turn it all the way up. Then this for the same thing for merge 1, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, turn the blend all the way up. Merge 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn the blend all the way up. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now as you see, we have this paper effect once again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take, for the papers, we're actually going to come on like probably just around after the middle, come under the merge 4, keyframe the blend on both of them at the same time, come back to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to go 4 frames up for this one, turn the blend back up. So for this one, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, turn the blend up. So now we have tape that comes in like that. So now, once again, I am going to add a camera shake. So this time, I'm going to think smarter. I'm just going to grab this camera shake right here, actually, just Control-C it, come back to this one, go to this one. Don't add it in, just Control-C it. And while you're holding it down, hit Shift so that you're able to let go, and now that you have this effect. Ooh, that's hard, bro. That is hard. So, and actually, since this just kind of goes away and then the background clip is still there, I'm going to extend this out so that it can go over like that now. All right, now I'm going to do this last one and the last one, and then stay tuned. I'm going to time lapse this really quick, and I have some extra sauce at the end, so wait. And also, guys, I have an update for the video editing competition, so make sure you wait until the end. So we finished the effect after, 20-ish minutes. So this would be the one that I sped up. This is what our workflow looks like. Now, it looks absolutely insane, to be honest. But as you can see, it kind of just papers in like that. I taught you everything you guys needed to know about this. Now, one last thing I need to teach you guys is under camera shake and motion blur. Type 4 in the quality, at the shutter angle, you want to do around 300. 300 will push your computer. Like my computer's on fire right now because I'm doing all these effects. So now this is the sauce. For the last one, as you took that freeze frame, this is what you're going to do. You're going to section it. For me, I did it just 2 sections. That's it. I could have done it in 4 different sections, but I decided to do it in just 6. As you can see, that's just a simple effect. Look at that. It's like nothing, And also, guys, if you work smarter and not harder, then what you could have done is, so for instance, for this one right here, it's if you look at it like at the end, these two are the same and these two are the same, and also these two are the same as these two. So literally in the Expector tab, as you can see, what I did was instead of masking it out and resizing it, all I did was come here, you press Control C, click out, Control V, and then you're going to add it to your point. Okay, so if you're smart about it, then you did it the right way. All right. So now the main part about this effect is this camera flash. So in order to get that, you come to Video Transitions. It's actually an in-effect DaVinci software. So you're going to come to this brightness flash. Ooh, see that preview right there? So for instance, you really need to put it on the last one. You don't have to put it on any of the others, but you have to put it on the last one. So like for instance, this is what we're looking like. So it flashes in, and as you can see, it comes from the paper, so it kind of papers in like that. And it flashes into the music video. Cleanest effect ever. So now it flashes in to the music video. Boom, just like that. So now, once you add your sound effects, and you can play around with the camera flashes just a little bit more, and maybe you can add it on all of them, completely up to you. You're left with something like this.
Seek help immediately.
I hope you guys like this video. The support I'm getting shown is absolutely insane. I want to thank each and every single one of you guys. I didn't think I'd take my YouTube channel this far, but here we are. I just inspired to teach you guys, others out there who are just learning DaVinci Resolve. I know it's a newer software that people are getting onto, but I hope you learned something today. And if you did, click the like button down below and hit the subscribe button. But anyways, guys, it has been great. Peace out.